Welcome to another episode of Spelling Bee Ninja, where we dive deep into the intricacies of the English language. Today, we're focusing on conditionals, those fascinating structures that allow us to discuss possibilities, outcomes, and imaginary situations. Whether you're considering real future events or reflecting on hypothetical past scenarios, conditionals give us tools to communicate effectively in a variety of contexts. So, let's embark on this journey and unravel the 5 main types of conditionals: the 0, first, second, third, and mixed conditionals. Let's begin with the 0 conditional. The 0 conditional is used to express general truths or facts that are always true if a specific condition occurs. The structure is simple. It follows the format if plus present simple, present simple. For example, if you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. This highlights a scientific fact. There's no guesswork involved here. It's all about definitive truths that occur repeatedly under certain circumstances. As another example, consider the statement, if people don't drink water, they get dehydrated. This reinforces the importance of hydration, illustrating how the action directly leads to a specific result every time. Remember, the 0 conditional is often used in scientific or factual contexts. It's as if we're establishing a formula for truth in our conversations about reality. Moving on to the first conditional, we use this structure to express real possibilities in the future, forming statements about what might occur if a certain condition is met. The construction here is if plus present simple, will plus base verb. An example would be, if it rains, we will cancel the trip. This indicates that rain is a real possibility that could affect the outcome of our plans. Another example is, if I study, I will pass the test. With this structure, we're sharing scenarios that are not only likely but directly related to future outcomes based on current conditions. The first conditional is perfect for making predictions or decisions grounded in likelihood. Let's take a look at the second conditional, which shifts our focus to the realm of the unreal or hypothetical situations in either the present or future. We use this structure when considering outcomes that won't likely happen. The format is if plus past simple, would plus base verb. For instance, if I had more money, I would buy a house. Here, the statement reveals a wishful thinking scenario. There's a condition, but it isn't realistic. It's important to note, in formal writing, we often use were instead of was across all subjects in this conditional. For example, instead of saying if I was you, we say if I were you. This structure is great for expressing dreams, hypothetical situations, or offering polite advice. Next, let's explore the third conditional. This type is designed for discussing unreal situations rooted in the past. It provides a way to articulate regret or consider what could have transpired differently if circumstances had been altered. The structure of the third conditional is if plus past perfect, would have plus past participle. As an example, consider the sentence, if she had studied, she would have passed the exam. This statement shows how a past action, or lack thereof, can lead us to regret outcomes that can't be changed. Similarly, if we had left earlier, we wouldn't have missed the bus, highlights how timing can significantly alter our daily experiences. This conditional is perfect for reflection, allowing us to process events with the understanding that they cannot be altered, but still contemplating potential different outcomes. Finally, we come to mixed conditionals. These complex structures combine different times in the if and main clauses. There are 2 common types of mixed conditionals. The first describes a situation where a past action affects a present situation. The structure follows the format of if plus past perfect, would plus base verb. An example here is, if I had gone to university, I would have a better job now. This illustrates how a decision made in the past continues to affect us in the present. The other type shocks our system simply because it flips the timeline, focusing on how a current unreal situation could have shifted past outcomes. Here's the format, if plus past simple, would have plus past participle. For instance, if he were more careful, he wouldn't have crashed the car, emphasizes how current behavior impacts past decisions. Learning about conditionals is essential for mastering the language and expressing a full range of thoughts and feelings. Conditionals help us articulate possibilities, express regrets, offer advice, and draw logical conclusions in English. As we wrap up our lesson on conditionals, let's take a moment to recap what we've covered. We began with the zero conditional, which discusses general truths. Then, we explored the first conditional, focusing on real future possibilities. Next, we delved into the second conditional, highlighting its use for unreal or hypothetical scenarios. After that, we examined the third conditional, which deals with imaginary situations in the past. Finally, we highlighted mixed conditionals, which combine both past and present elements to express complex ideas. Through understanding these structures, you can enhance your communication skills and use English more effectively in both writing and conversation. Remember, practicing these conditional structures will help solidify your grasp of them over time. Lastly, as you continue your journey in mastering conditionals, I encourage you to create your own sentences using each type. Imagine different scenarios and visualize timelines as you practice. And remember, exploring songs or stories where these conditionals appear can enrich your understanding even further. Thank you for joining this episode of Spelling Bee Ninja. We hope you found it valuable and engaging. Keep practicing and exploring, and soon, you'll be using conditionals with confidence and precision in all your conversations. Until next time, happy learning! Today, we explored conditionals in English and learned about their different forms and uses. We discussed the zero conditional for general truths, the first conditional for real future possibilities, the second conditional for unreal present or future situations, the third conditional for imaginary past scenarios, and mixed conditionals that combine past and present elements. Understanding these structures enhances your ability to communicate effectively, express possibilities, regrets, and make logical conclusions in English. Thanks for listening to Spelling Bee Ninja. Mastering conditionals will empower you to express yourself more clearly and accurately in English. Be sure to keep practicing, and we can't wait to see you in our next episode. Happy learning!